Welcome to my mini chit chats. I just wanted to come in here with you and join us. Joining us here is Laura from Boss Babe Box, and she has a lot of amazing things to share with us today, and a lot of the amazing products that she gets to place in her box, and you get in monthly subscription. So I'll go ahead and let Laura kind of talk a little bit about herself, and then also how Boss Babe Box got all started. So yeah, go ahead.
Thank you for having me. So how Boss Babe Box started? This is a while back now. It started in 2019.
Yeah.
I was in the first year of life of my first child. So it was all a bit hectic trying, grasp motherhood, and then at the same time trying to find something that I could do from home and to try to stay home for longer with her. So I wanted something that had recurring revenue. So I knew I wanted a subscription-based model for a business. And then I kind of went through what already existed in Australia and compared to other countries as well, especially the United States, because subscription business is so big in the US.
Yeah.
I kind of compared the two, and then I found that in Australia, we had nothing like Boss Babe Box yet. So it was actually the first box in Australia that was designed for women in business. And I guess the little tweak that I made to it was that all the products inside were by other women in business as well. So locally made, female owned, and Australian, obviously, and small in size, like business sense, like small businesses. So I think that's a little tweak I put to it. So that's when I saw, the gap in the market. I knew what I wanted to do with it, and kind of took a whole year for me to put things into place slowly as I was, trying to navigate motherhood at the same time.
Yeah.
But, putting all the puzzle pieces together and then trying to make sure that, no one launched anything similar at similar times because there was, a gap in the market. So I was like, I gave myself basically until the end of 2019. So I started promoting Boss Babe Box in December of 2019. So I just jumped on social media, opened my own website, and, just started, on my own, trying to find my way through business, because I had never really tried to establish anything like this before. So that's basically how it started. So it started in December 2019. So subscriptions opened for that month. And then the first month that we shipped out boxes was January of 2020. And we've been going ever since then. So far we've sent around about 15 months worth of boxes since then. And we had like a 3-month break in between. So that's how it started. And then since then we have had a few competitors pop up here and there. But then again, it's not too competitive that we're not stepping on each other's toes, I think.
Yeah. No, and I think what you said, like, it's like you found that gap in the market, and then you basically wanted to keep it to where it's like Australian, especially like women-based businesses. There's so many nowadays, and it's great because it's just like, it's great to find like people that support you, and then there's people that support like the local businesses, because in the end, I think it really finds like the value of like, okay, this is what it stands for. And I think it's so amazing that obviously women in business, we're all we're women in business, so you get to keep it close. And it feels more like, because I got the box, right? Like I'm wearing the earrings.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you, like I got the cuff. Yeah. And so I think it's great. Like in me, it's just like when I got it, I was like, oh, love it. Like everything here is made from somebody's true like hard work. And like you said, the research that it took time to do all these things. It's not like you just were like, oh, I'm going to get it from where not, which is fine as well. Like if that's how, people do their business.
Yeah.
However, it's just like, it's nice to get it from, because this pen is actually from the box as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so it's really nice that you get to like, okay, these things that came in, they came in from, from somebody that really put their heart and kind of soul into it. And it's nice to get that, you get that backstory. And I think it's great. Like I don't know what the word is. It's more,
like more meaningful, I think.
Yeah, meaningful, I guess.
Yeah, it's more meaningful rather than, just buying from like, chain stores and putting it into a box. It's completely different when you get every single little product. Like I have the lip balm here.
Yeah.
You just know that someone made this, like, someone like you and I made this, and, and they wanted to put it in the box. And I think that's the sentimental thing behind
Yes,
it.
there you go.
Like,
Sentimental. Thank
yeah,
you. I was like, I was trying to find, I'm not very good with the words. I was trying to find the right word.
yeah,
No, it is because it's just like who it came from. And it's funny because like the people that like that we got from the products, like I went through their stuff and I was like, oh, like this is what they're doing, all this we're doing. And I even had a little chat with the lady who did the earrings. And
yeah,
so we talked about what was it? We talked about Milo and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, it's fun. You get to connect with people. Like
yeah,
not just like
exactly. Yeah,
yeah, it's not just like oh, okay, this is came from whenever. It, again, that's how others do it because you know people need things. You know, that's fine. But at the same time, like with the Boss Bay box, that's how it differentiates. It's really nice that it's made straight from
yeah,
people that are wanting to better their life in a sense, but also show off
yeah,
what they have. So that's really cool. Like, and do you feel like in the past, I would say like almost 2 years now, in a sense, like because it's
yeah.
back that way. What do you feel like has like the evolution of it? Because I know you took a little bit of a pause and like a relaunching. Like, how do you feel about all of that as well?
I feel like in the beginning we just started with just sending products in a box, right? And some of them weren't necessarily from small businesses. And then I kind of shifted the whole thing and I'm like, you know what, every single product should have meaning behind it and they should come from small women-owned businesses. And that's when everything started to change, even on social media. Like I would put myself out there in a different way, knowing that, you know, I'm supporting someone else. Like through the
Yes,
box, you're supporting someone else because the products aren't given to me for free. Some of them might be, but the majority of them aren't. So at the end of the day, through the box, you're also supporting other small businesses.
yeah,
So
especially
I think that's when things really shifted. And then I also try to implement one workshop a month. So, and these workshops are hosted not by like, you know, someone Instagram famous already or, you know, that someone that has 100,000 followers. It's by women that just like you and I have a smaller following, but are trying to make a living out of, you know, their coaching or their mentoring or their, you know, their course or whatever. And I try to get them into Boss Bay Box to present and, you know, to give us valuable information. But at the same time, that's getting them out there as well. So I think that's what's really shifted is the sense of the small business products and then the sense of having small coaches and mentors come to us on our Boss Bay platform to give us, you know, to deliver these workshops and at the same time put themselves out there. Because they wouldn't be able to get out there in any other way because other people might not believe in them because they have a smaller following.
Yeah. It's at that, what is it, like that social proofing part.
Yeah.
But I think it's good that you give, like you are finding ways, but it's more of like a platform for them because if you think about it's like you said, the connection and the being able to, it's basically like your niche. Like these are the women you want to connect with because it's just like number one, you know, most of the majority, some are moms, some are not, but we're all women in business trying to make it with what we, you know, the talents that we have or and everything like that. So I think it's amazing. As I say, it's that sentimental value of it all. Yeah, and it's really nice to kind of do that, like to be able to really be together with people. And I think especially now with the lovely times of, you know, with this whole you know, where we're at. I don't know who's ever watching this, you know, with the lockdown, it's nice to be able to be supported by people that that are going through the same thing and then understand, okay, this is what's this is our reality, you know. So I think that's really, really good. And then how does it, I guess it's just, if you could explain it, how does it kind of work? So each month they get, you know, they get a new box and then different items each month. And then how can they sign up? Like how can they kind of just get in contact with everything?
Yeah. So each month, the main product is a book. So I try to, you know, embark on a journey of personal development. And sometimes the books are just business based. So basically it's for business growth as well. So either personal development or business growth is what the book is around. So that's a main product. And then we include 5 other products that are from the, you know, the small businesses, but also things that are useful to a woman in business. Like we give out, you know, might be the notepad, you got the habit tracker. You got the habit tracker. Every woman in business needs and has a mug. So you got the mug, you got the pen. The earrings are just, you know, just something to top it up. And the lip balms, who doesn't need lip balms? So
exactly.
You know, it's little things.
My daughter took mine. She's like, I like this smell. I was like, you can have it. Yeah. She was like, yeah, I'm like, sure. And then I also gave her the coaster because I was like, you know, you're a boss babe. Because she used to set herself up with with school, like Zoom and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like her own little space. So yeah, so she likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every month it's small products, but they're useful for you to have it anyway. So like, yeah, they have that sort of meaning behind them, is that, you know, it's something that you can put to use in your day-to-day life as a woman in business. So yeah, every month I kind of go through Instagram, go through Etsy, go through Google, trying to find small businesses that might want to be involved, or some have already reached out to me through our website, because I have the Work With Us tab in there as well. So yeah, month after month you get different products, different books, and then through the book we also try to host like a book club on the platform. Not many people participate because I think they feel like they have to be reading it. I know not everyone has the time to read one book a month. But that's what I try to promote as well, is for you to continue reading throughout the month and try to finish that book within 30 days. So that's one side of it. And then, you know,
accountability, you know, it's just like,
accountability. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to promote as well. And then how to find us, basically, you just go to our website, which is bossbabox.com.au, and that's the same handle for Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else. And how we've actually changed things ever since we, you know, paused for 3 months and came back. We changed the way we're taking in subscriptions. So we're trying to keep it in 4 days only. So 48 hours for VIPs, which are on our email list, and then 48 hours to the public, so anyone can access the website and sign up. So that's basically at the end of each month we open subscriptions. But previous to that, we had our subscriptions open for the whole month, and it was kind of hard to keep up the hype, you know, because I had to, you know, elongate the hype for 30 days and then kind of source the product, pack the boxes, and again keep up the hype for another 30 days. That was burning me out. And actually this method is what we learned from a course that we enrolled to. So we enrolled to the 5-Figure Launch Lab by Kate McDonald.
Okay.
So we did that course, and this is kind of like the strategy that we applied from that course into our new launching strategy month after month.
And it's working well. So
it's worked well. Yeah, definitely. I think even like just in terms of like personal like experience, in terms of like not burning out throughout the whole month, and just keeping it to the 4 days, that's kind of like, you know, more achievable for me, especially because I have my hands full anyway. So yeah, within the 4 days, it's kind of, you know, you send emails throughout those 4 days, you keep up the hype on social media just for 4 days, and it's just easier.
And I think it's more to it's more like a FOMO, like people want to be like,
exactly.
And I think it's good, you know, in a sense, it's good business practice, and you said it makes you more like you want to learn more the next month, you want to know what's going on, you know, and that's same with everything. And is it you they could do monthly, or can they do like pre-month? I think because you do like the monthly or 3 months or 6 months or year.
So we have different plans. So I guess the main one is basically just trying the box for one time, which I think gives people the opportunity to just try it the one time and see. I can guarantee you they'll be back, which is what normally happens. So you get that opportunity to just try it one time, and then you have the month-to-month plan, which is you can pause, skip, or cancel at any time, and then you have the option for 3 months, which you get 25% off, and then you have the option of 6 or 12 month plans, which gets basically 1 box free, and then the 12 months you get 2 boxes free.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So do you know, just like this coming month, like, do you have what's coming out this month? Like, I know you given us a little bit of sneak peek, and I think tonight, So this month we've got the book by an Australian author. She's a business and money coach. She wrote a book called Goodbye Money Guilt. So it's about, you know, letting go of your money blocks that you have, whether it's in business or your personal life. So we have her book in the box this month, and then we have a beautiful tote bag which says self-made, which I think is related to Boss Babes. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, exactly. That's what just gonna say.
Yeah, self-made. And then we have, I've just had a mental blank. So we have the book, the tote bag, and the, oh my god, let me have a look. Sorry, I've got mental blank.
I feel I told you, I was like, when I record, it's funny because people are gonna watch this. When I record, I get so nervous. I get sweaty. I don't know why.
That's like me.
Yeah, I don't
And
know why.
then
Just like,
actually, this is the most important product. Actually, it's called the Side Hustle Planner
oh,
by
nice.
Fox and Fallow. So it's actually a planner just for you to put in there your business plan, your dream client, your target audience. It's for you to kind of like niche down on what you really want to do.
Oh, nice.
And that itself is valued at $60 plus the other products. You're already getting more value out of those 3 products than what you're actually paying for. And then on top of that, you get 3 more mystery items, you get 2 store vouchers, and then you get the workshop as well, which is hosted by a lady in Canberra, and it's going to be about how to make more money by working less. So she's all about passive income.
Oh, nice. And I think that's, again, I love how you created this community, because again, it's more like the same people that you obviously want to attract, number one, and number two, it's just a sense of community. Like, it's nice to be able to be together and be like, oh yes, this is what, like, I relate to it, like, because we talked before this recording, like, just stuff that's going on with this lockdown. Like, you don't really know what's happening with others until you talk about it, number one, or
exactly,
that community. And like you said, it's nice that, like, think about it, you probably, with the people that you've met throughout this whole time, you learn from them as well. You learn kind of like tips and tricks and see like what they do kind of helps with yours, and vice versa. They probably learn a lot from you, like, oh, okay, I can do that with my business, or just the connection. I think because it gets lonely, being business.
I think the biggest thing for me was that, like, I've always been kind of entrepreneurial. Like, I've always tried to do something on the side apart from what I'm working on, like working like part-time or whatever. I've always tried to do something on the side. And I think the biggest thing for me was that my friends or my family never really understood like how my mind works. Like, they're like, oh, you're doing something again. Like, what are you selling now?
Like, same.
I think it's that, the sense of community that understands you. Like, even if it's just a little side hustle, like, I don't care. That side hustle is important. And like, to me, I see that as a good thing, right? And no one's going to question you, like, why are you doing that? Or like, why are you selling this? I think that was the biggest thing for me. Like, for me, my family was like, oh, what are you selling now? I'm like, you know what? You just don't get it.
No, same. Oh my goodness, same. I think that's why, same. When I started my business, it was whether I go back to work or do something that I wanted to do. And then, so I think it's a sense. And I think not that I'm saying people that I've met in my past are not good, but the people that I've met this past couple of months that, like you said, have the same mindset, that has that entrepreneurial want and need, I feel like I've connected with them way more than the people that I've known for like years to come, So yeah, no, I definitely understand. That's so nice. Like, I love it. Like, I'm glad that, like, you got to be able to share with your story, because I think this is important, because before, like I said, before I even started onto being an entrepreneur, I didn't have, like you said, like, I didn't have that community or people to talk to about, hey, this is my issue with this, and this, because like, people that I've known with my family and my friends, they would have been like, yeah, that's all right. But people that you talk to, like in this sense, they get it, like, you connect, like, oh, I feel your pain, whether it is in business or not in business, but it's easier to be like, yes, I understand. Like, you're not alone. Like, you're not alone at all. So I'm glad that
even if it's like what you're saying, even if it's just like, even if, they don't become a subscriber, but I think just by like following Boss Babe Box on Instagram, I feel like I'm always open to talking to anyone about anything, and like, especially business, like, and moms in business as well. Like, I feel like I've made the strongest connections because we understand each other. Like, we understand that we're both trying to hustle to get somewhere. We're trying to build something bigger than, what anyone can imagine. And it's just that, I think it's just that, that sense that you can connect with them and know that you kind of had like a common ground.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure like there's always like there's some people that you don't connect with, but yeah, like you said, I have connected more and have understood more, and I feel like I've been understood more in starting my business and in connecting with other women, like, I guess, than I have, in the past. And it's just nice to have that. And I'm so happy that you're building that community. You're building that, like, think about it, forever, for the for like the month of August 2021. I got this, my products got to go out to people in their hands. And I think even too, people would have not known about them if they didn't get it in the box, like, because I would have.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't have found them in any other way, I think. Like, you may have, but like, slim chance.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. And it's like
yeah,
search, like you have to be the one to really search, and
yeah,
you putting that effort above
yeah,
like
exactly.
yeah, it really shows. So I'm so happy. Like I think again, like when I remember when I first saw you, I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like I knew I wanted a way to just like
Yeah,
really get it. And again, I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for what's to come in September. Um, I just have to like, I just have to make sure that I think it because I'm so bad with emails. I always like, I'm lost. That's just my thing, though. Like my email has not been working for the past couple of times. I've missed emails, but I'm excited for September. I'm excited for the bag because I I feel like I've shared a couple of things with my daughter, so I think it's nice. Even like when she's like, "Oh, I like that one," like we opened
yeah,
it together,
yeah.
yeah, because yeah, and I was like, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, that's cool." I was like, "I know." I was like, "You want this one?" You know, but like, yeah, I mean, I took the book and I took the kind of the cup and the earrings, but even though she took the other stuff and like the little inspirational cards, like I love that because she's
Yeah,
like intuitive and
those were actually those cards were actually I found this lady on Etsy and she didn't have anything like related to, female entrepreneurs. So yeah, she actually went out of the way. I have them right here.
yeah.
She's like, you know what, you send me 12 quotes that you like yourself. So I chose these 12 quotes and she's like,
Oh, I
I'll
didn't know
put
that.
yeah, I chose these myself. And she's like, choose 12 quotes that you think relate to women in business.
Yeah,
And I'll
yeah.
put them on the affirmation cards at no extra cost. She's like, at no extra cost, I'll do all the design work again because she already has like pre-made ones. And she's
Okay.
like, I love what you're doing. So you choose the quotes and I'll put them on. And I think that's really meaningful. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
think there's just a lot of meaning behind the box and it kind of gets me
Yes.
teary, but
Yeah. No, it doesn't. And the thing is, like, wait, she's 8. So when she was like reading through it, and I was like, "Is
yeah.
fine." She was like, "Yeah." She goes, she wants. It's funny because she wants to have her own business. Like she's always telling me, she was like, I think ever since I started this, because before we worked so much, me and my husband, and we never got to see them. And now I think now that she's seeing this, like
Yeah.
as an entrepreneur, even like with my reels, she was like, "Mom," she goes, "I'll do a reel if you give me an Apple Pen." And I was like, "Well,"
Aww.
I was like, "You got a good business in mind." I was like, "But," I was like, "I don't know." She was because I think she hears me talking about like knowing your worth and like
Yeah.
the and it's funny because kids get consumed in that you would have never thought. So when she was saying that, she goes, I think she goes one reel, she goes an Apple Pen. I was like, I'll get you a stylus and then we can start from there. But it's good. And I didn't even know you chose that code. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has it in her, we put it in her little office.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful. I'm happy. I didn't know that. So that's really cool. So
Yeah,
yeah.
but you know what you said about your daughter? What that shows is that she's inspired by you. So
Oh
you've been her
yeah,
role model and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
she's inspired by you. So
Yeah,
hopefully
and I
one day
never
I'll
thought
message
about it
her.
like that. Actually, I never thought about it.
Yeah, of course.
When she was saying that to me, I was like, I was like, you're getting a little expensive. I was like, maybe one at a time. I was like, we'll get you a stylus first, and then we can get to the Apple Pen like Christmas, maybe. We'll see. Yeah. So, well,
Oh,
thank you, and again, I love what you're doing, and I love everything that it stands for, and I'm so happy that you have time. I know you're busy, so I'm glad and thank you for your time for being here, and I'm really excited for what's up for September. I'll put all your links below, and then we'll go from there. And then
thank you for having me. This was
thank you,
amazing.
Mara.
Thank
Talk soon.
you.
Bye.
Bye.